Hello, and welcome back to Tabletop Thoughts. Usually on Sundays, I make a post on my website, tabletop-thoughts.com, and I show off all of the terrain and miniatures that I completed for the week. I usually set them up in little scenes or like little glamour shots. This week, I wasn't feeling real great, so I was like, you know what, I have a limited time before I have to go into my second job, so I skipped it, so I'm going to save all of that to this coming Sunday. But I wanted to, make something this week, so I am going to do just a basic sit here and ramble as I show off some of the stuff I made this week. The first thing is this house, so let me zoom out a little bit so you can see the entire thing. Like I mentioned, I work at a Dollar General part-time for my second job. My first job, I'm an engineer. But I saw this box, I was thinking, hey, I'm going to try to make something out of it. So I took the box home with me once it was empty. These stone pieces are all XPS foam that I cut individually and glued on here. Coffee stir sticks. The door is 3D printed, as well as the windows. The shingles are all cereal box, just cut out and put on here. Covered it up. I think the wash was too dark, so I went back over it with another linen color. The windows were all done in gunmetal gray or something like that. But not the best building I ever built, but I've been painting a lot of miniatures recently, and I just wanted to do something slightly different, so he will be showing up on my table here soon. For miniatures, I did another set of the elementals. So here is our air elemental, earth elemental. Both these I stuck with the grays. I did a little brown for there's some dirt and pebbles that are being kicked up. Red for the eyes. He is more some light browns and some grays, mostly just dry brushing. Red for the eyes on that guy. The water, dry brushed him with a white, and then I went over it with a Caribbean speed paint. And that's it. He does not actually have eyes, although when you hold it a certain way, some of the holes and the way you look at him, it looks like he does have a face, but it's not really there. It's more like a 3D illusion type thing. Fire. So he was primed white where all the rest were black. I primed him white so I could go over it with a yellow, then dry brush on an orange, and dry brush on a red, some black for his eyes and mouth. But I just did a set of these not that long ago, but I put them in my Etsy store because the models are all from Bright Minis, and I am licensed to sell their stuff, so I keep them in my Etsy store, and when they sell out like they just did, I paint up another set and put them back in there. Some other guys I made this week. Whoa. A giant toad and a giant frog. I know this guy is from EC3D Design. It was part of his Beast and Baddies collection. I want to say he came from the Printing Goes Ever On. Might be mistaken. If I am, I will put like a little note or something on here, but I think he came from that. Both of them are resin. He has the base molded right into it. He is glued onto a wooden disc, but he is resin. Both of them I dry brushed with a white color. And then I went over them with speed paint. So the tongues are pink. I think it's Intrail Pink. It's from one of the first miniature paints I got. I forgot what company it is, but that is just regular paint, as well as regular miniature paints for the mushrooms here, the red and the white. It's not a speed paint. The stones and the bones on this guy are speed painted. When they were done, I coated both of them with a gloss Mod Podge instead of the matte spray coat, because I want them to be a little shiny. I'm hoping that the camera will pick that up. But, you know, since they're toads and frogs don't normally have like a moist skin, so we tried to duplicate that. Something that I got models recently from Illgotten Games are these cultists. Some of them have swords, like this guy's a sword that's on fire. But there is quite a few of them. I printed out, here's half of them. I have more coming, but I didn't finish them all. There were some that I didn't print out that have shotguns and revolvers, which would be good if you were playing a Call of Cthulhu type game, you know, some more modern stuff. But since I'm mostly fantasy, I just didn't print those guys out. These are all printed in resin. Then I primed them black. I went through and dry brushed them with a white. Red India ink for the cloak, followed up with a cranberry dry brush to kind of give it a couple of different tones. The gloves, I went with a black, and then they have no faces. It's all like black on the inside, and since I did most of it with just a dry brushing, it left the interior of their hoods black, so you can't really see their faces. So that's a nice little collection of cultists that I'll be adding to my miniatures. Hey, little guy. Our kitten's in here with me. Earlier this summer, I think it was for my birthday, I had got the HeroQuest game. I had it when I was a kid, the original, and I love that thing. I still have some of the miniatures here and there, but you know, you lose them or break them over the years. So what I have now, with the new one, they have the barbarian, the dwarf, and the wizard are all still male. The elf is a female. So what I was doing, instead of painting what they had, I went online, I think it was My Mini Factory, and I bought a Hero Deluxe set. I don't know who makes it, but they have different versions of the males, and they offer a female version. So I started printing them out. So here's the two barbarians. They're both completed. So, you know, I try to go with more like he's going to look like Conan, and this is like looking like Red Sonja. But so I did the barbarians. I printed out and started painting both elves. Here is the male, which is, I guess he's supposed to look kind of like the box art. I put them on even the base for these two are on a round base, but this one's more like the old HeroClix base from when I had it originally. The female, I broke her sword off. I was going to glue, but it didn't look quite right, so I'm just going to reprint her and start painting all over again. So, small setback. Here is the female wizard. The male I just started painting, so he'll be done in a week or two. But the female wizard on the original type bases. And then the dwarf that came with that kit I liked them, but recently I had a Kickstarter from Fat Dragon Games. I really like their minis. They're made to be FDM printable, so they're supportless. So they had it was a bunch of dwarves and then some other heroes with torches and that. I really like this dwarf, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to print him and paint him up, and I'm going to stick him in my HeroQuest game instead of the ones that came with it. He just seems like he has a little more life and character. And the last thing, this actually came with those cultists ritual circles. So there was 3 different ones. This one was called triangles, so you can see there's 2 different triangles on top of each other, kind of making a pentagram, but it's triangles. This is FDM printed. Then, this is FDM printed. Then I just did a dry brush with some brown for the ground. I did 2 different, like a tan and a cream color for the triangles. I used a linen for the candles. A red dot, I don't know if you can see them on there, but there's a red dot on the top of all of them for the fire. Then I put like a strong tone over the candles to, make them a little dark. This is a ritual circle down in a dungeon or something somewhere. But this came with those cultists, so I did print out all 3 of them. The other ones I will finish up probably in a week or so. But that is everything I finished this past week, and hopefully next Sunday I will be feeling better, so I have this week to finish up some more, and then I will post it all on my website, tabletopthoughts.com. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, check out the next video right here. It's packed with more great content. And as always, keep on gaming.